jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF game, A-Side official. No negotiations needed, period. You already know, man. We back at it. This is going to be a short one because I really want to watch the Keyshawn Davis versus Denise Baranchik. So let me get this started, man. Shout out to Abdullah Mason. Sharp performance. He ended up, executing 4 knockdowns on Hummy, who had been in there with Rolly Romero. And, he did what he's supposed to do. Solid performance from Abdullah Mason, who has made it perfectly clear that he is on the title hunt. They want to climb the rankings a little bit more to a higher point on that ladder where they can actually be in reach to call out a champion. Right now, he ranked number 13th and number 15, so it's not really a smart move, you know what I'm saying, to do something like that. Let me take this down. Okay, so Polanco, shout out to Polanco, man. He looked sharp, even though he was in there with a very soft, stromboli sausage, ragoose, goddamn cream of wheat. He got the job done. Very, very good potential with this guy, Polanco. Shout out to the Puerto Rican fighter. Did what he's supposed to do. Got the touch up out of there and move on to big and better things. I mean, that's just the blunt of it. When you're building up your resume, you're going to run into opposition like that. So shout out to him. He did what he's supposed to do. He's now moved from junior welterweight to welterweight. So we're going to see how this plays out. All right. See, it's hard for me to talk about the heavyweight division without bringing up my guy Wilder, because so many of you all was so in a hurry to get him up out of here. One thing I can say about Wilder, he was never considered to be overrated. People tried to say that he didn't have this fundamental, that fundamental, and they had their own reasoning for hate. We already know the backstory. It goes back years upon years. But what he's doing, unfortunate for Wilder, he's receiving, praise and glory in his plaudits, in his inactivity. Why? Because as human beings, I want to give, the fight fans the benefit of the doubt that not all of them in this slow class. Not all of them was on the short bus. Those haters. I'm just saying, we're about to go for the next 10 years. We already been at 5. We're about to go to the next 10 years without a heavyweight champion in sight. And people want to come and try to lay it in my lap. Hey, man, you got Richie Torres. I never said anything bad about Richie. I mean, Richie should think about Hollywood. I mean, he does look like, that hair and everything and the thick mustache, that he can be in some movies or something. You know what I'm saying? He looked like the average guy walking down the street, but he's dangerous, throws hands, be somebody like The Bodyguard. Remake The Bodyguard, you know what I'm saying? With a different lead actress or something. But shout out to Richie Torres, man. He's definitely I'm just, having fun with it, but he's going to be there sooner or later. He's still got a long ways to go. I'm serious, long ways to go. Now, my reason for mentioning Richie Torres, because at one point in time, it was Jared Anderson and Richie Torres. Okay? Jared Anderson was being pushed. But then, shout out to RJJ, Roy Jones Jr., we saw the documentary come out. And you said to ourselves, I mean, why is he breaking down on a documentary as if he's letting us know right here? He's telling us what we need to know about him right here, right now. I mean, we saying ourselves, what the hell? And they trying to throw Wilder out the door? They trying to throw my guy Wilder under the bus? 10 successful title defenses. Only thing he was saying is what his grandma told him. That's what he was saying. He was letting us know, man, I'm anointed. God damn it. I'm baptizing dudes. I'm anointed. Jared Anderson, the way you look tonight. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. US boxing fans still not gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? They still don't get it. They don't understand why I'm even mentioning Deontay Wilder. Because the way Jared Anderson look, I ain't never seen Wilder look like he didn't want to be there. I done seen that man be in some freaking exchanges in the ring that he was buzzed and he went back to the corner. Never you saw him looking like, oh man. JV, Malik, can you get me a goddamn a Dolce latte or something? Y'all went to Starbucks yet? Can I get me a turkey egg white, turkey bacon egg white on a muffin, please? Jared Anderson seemed unbothered, disinterested. He looked bad. He looked like, man, WTF. He didn't look like he was motivated for an MFing thing. And this is supposed to be the one? I mean, this is what y'all was saying, right? This is supposed to be the next one. I was rooting him on, when Deontay Wilder stepped away. I was like, come on, Jared Anderson, let the documentary go. You better than that. I don't know. I don't know now, they're big dog. I don't know. Deontay Wilder has some huge footprints to fill. And from the looks of Jared Anderson, I don't think those footprints will ever be filled. I don't think so. I don't believe they're ever going to be filled, man. It's unfortunate, too. Because he looked like he just didn't want to be a boxer. Real talk, he had like he didn't want to be nowhere close to the ring. Like, let me tell you another fun fact. If you go back in Jared Anderson fight, 2 fights ago, he weighed 251. And then his next fight was 252. He came into this fight 256 and a half, I believe. Yeah. 256 and a half. So he's gaining weight. I don't know what's going on. All I'm seeing is his behavior, his mannerisms, and him looking like boxing is not a priority for him right now. He may have some other issues going on. But man, oh my God. His fan base, I don't know where they at, but if y'all anywhere close by, Jared Anderson needs y'all help. Seriously, Jared Anderson needs your help. Dude is in trouble. He's giving us the vibes that we thought of Buster Douglas after he beat Tyson. He giving us the vibes of Buster Douglas before he fought Tyson and after he fought Tyson, because nobody was expecting that somebody who had a reputation for just being that guy, that wasn't going to do anything special, to pretty much put himself in a position where the U.S. crowd was trying to get behind him. We tried our best to get behind Jared Anderson. But when you come out there today and the way you walk back to your corner, I know the production company, they was probably limiting the crowd noise. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure with some boos up in there. I mean, the crowd, Jared Anderson doesn't come off as a bad dude, but this is just, it's been leading up to this type of behavior with him. And he was up there just giving us stanky energy. He was giving us just that stanky energy. And he ain't care nothing about nothing. Hurry up. Looking up at the clock when he was freaking in there fighting. I don't know how to call it, y'all. They was busy trying to run the real WBC king out of boxing, saying he need to retire like a bunch of dummies. And then what we have left, they so far off getting a title, is unbelievable. They rather sit up here and criticize somebody who had the highlight reels, who was going to give you that energy every time he stepped in the ring, who was going in there to let you know he was going to win. But nah, not this guy. Not this guy. He act like he don't have a care in the world. He ain't trying to prove shit to us. It's like, if whatever you think about me, you think about me, God damn it. I don't give a fuck about what you talking about. Think about what you think about. I picked up my check, and look, to be honest, Timothy Bradley said it was his last fight. Now, when I heard Timothy Bradley say that, I said, yeah, it takes me back to Jahad Tucker when, he was trying to tell people that Jahad's going to get a blue ticket. I never seen Jahad Tucker act like this. I never, ever, since he's been a professional, seen Jahad Tucker act like Jared Anderson. I never seen him walk back to the corner acting like, oh man, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that. I thought I wanted to do this shit, but I don't want to do it. To be honest with you, I just get that. I'm at that point right now. I just don't want to do it. I never heard it. I never seen it, but Anderson, I seen it. It was bad. I mean, I hope the brother's okay. I really gotta insert that into it. I really hope he's okay with his life, because you never know with these cats. They might be going through some serious problems. Like, boxing ain't easy. But, I have to, speak on it and give it a detachment to boxing in a way that this is the vision where we're hurting right now. We're hurting for the next best heavyweight champion to feel those Deontay Wilder, Tuscaloosa, Alabama footprints. Hey, dog, we hurt. Where all the naysayers at now that had all the answers? All you fucking did was complain about the Bronzebomber being champion. But now, we got Jared Anderson going here act like he don't even want to be there. He don't want to be there. He got Timothy Bradley say, oh, this is your last fight at Top Rank. That's his last fight. He had to apologize, y'all. He was forced to apologize. I apologize. I say, wow, Timothy, you apologizing? What was that when you sit up here and told people about the blue ticket? He tried to do the same with Jared Anderson, and they nipped that shit in the bud. They said, nope, that's not true. That's not his last fight. And can you imagine Jared Anderson's mindset? If somebody was to tell him, hey, they said this is your last fight there, big baby. Did you know that? They made Timothy Bradley go back on that motherfucker and apologize, goddammit. We ain't playing that shit no more. You know, goddamn, Jahaz should have got an apology, a public apology too, when the mics was hot and when the cameras was rolling. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't happen. We know it didn't happen. But truth be told, man, we're gonna keep it close by. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it close by. We're gonna keep our ears and eyes to these streets. You feel me? We're gonna keep our ears and our eyes to the street, because I'm not sure what the recovery time will be for Jared Anderson. But I do wish that brother the best in whatever he's going through. I have to take that in consideration. But I do have to remind people that you were so in a hurry to have Wilder out of the picture when he was reigning defending the Bronzebomber, the hardest hitter in the sport of boxing, one of the hardest hitter in the history of boxing. You know, we had so many people just up here saying, he just now complaining like little bitches all the time, just whole time. You know what I'm saying? All the time they was just complaining about dumb shit. But Jared Anderson go up here and look the way he do. I hope y'all gonna fire up and load the cannons on that. This dude walking back to the corner like he kicking a Coke can. You know what I'm saying? He was walking back over that motherfucker like, man, the shower's running. We still got those reservations? Okay, cool, man. I just can't wait to eat. God damn, I can't wait to eat. I'm hungry now, the motherfucker, man. I told you I ain't want to go here, but at least we got paid, man. You know what I'm saying? At least we got paid. You know, at least we can look at that as a positive. We got paid. Let's get to Carissa Shields, because I got to get off here. Rick Glaser put out some information. And you know, when you put out information, especially when a boxer pops dirty, one who has been clean this far, the GOAT herself, undefeated, 3-division undisputed. Rick Glaser, while I was on Gooch to You, I saw it on X, and I say, Rick Glaser, man, he put out a freaking tweet that's saying Carissa popped dirty. And I'm going to read what was put out there. Okay? Have now been told that Carissa Shields failed drug tests. Let me go back to the other one. Carissa Shields had reportedly failed a drug test for her most recent fight. Rumored, in quote. I'm putting this in quote, Shields. I'm not saying this. I am reading in quote. Rumored to be a paired test. Then he had to come back, Rick Glaser, and say, have now been told that Carissa Shields' failed drug test isn't paired related, but the failed drug test and subsequent boxing suspension is a direct result of a failed drug test for marijuana. The Michigan Commission normally takes disciplinary action after a hearing is conducted. So if it's marijuana, I don't know if they're going to mirror what Texas did and take away the fight. That would be messed up at this point in time, because that was a big fight for her. You know, and to have anything on your resume move to a no contest is not good at the moment for nobody. Even Keyshawn, when his happened in Texas. Even Carissa. But I don't know if there's any uniformity in between the commissions for this particular matter. But what I will say is, it's not a good look. It's definitely not a good look. I mean, all the people who showed up there, you know what I'm saying, homecoming championship fight, and for it to be this, that, and the other, she still might get out of it. And this is how. The test that was conducted with Shields was a swab. From my understanding, it was a swab. Swabs do have their areas of concern and discrepancies. As if it was urine, it'd be different. But this was supposedly a swab. So I'm pretty sure Shields is going to get with her people and get this examined a bit closer. I can pretty much assure you they're going to try any measures necessary to scrutinize and break this down to the finest fiber to prove her innocence. And that's with any boxer. You know what I'm saying? That should exactly be what you supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So let's just, pray for the sister that she's not positive for marijuana. Even marijuana, this is not what she need right now. This is not what no fighter needs, really. But this is definitely something that Carissa doesn't need, with her being the undisputed heavyweight champ. If it sticks, there's going to be a lot of rhetoric and backlash. Real talk, rhetoric and backlash. Seriously. Let me get to the chat right quick. Shout out to everyone in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Richard Torres need to play Chuck Norris in the bio. He's too big. Richie have to lose some weight to be Chuck Norris. He got the hair and shit and everything. But that's about it, man. Mustache, yeah. But he gonna have to lose at least about 100 pounds to be Chuck. He got to work on his flexibility, all that shit. But they need to put Richie in Hollywood, bro. Real talk. He got that look that only Richie has. Curly hair, thick mustache, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to 402 in the building. Just a guy on deck. I see you, man. BGSC, Bud Gonna Stop Canelo in the building. Mr. Gumbo, AK Hot Grease in the building. Salute to you, bro. I see you on deck. I got your text, man, for sure. I appreciate that, man. One up to you. Jerry Anderson really that used to work. And Jerry Anderson is really Jerry. Oh my God, no, I can't say that, man. God dang, that dude was arrested as a petty. That's why I can't say that, man. That dude ended up being a petty, bro. Damn, I wish Wilder, he's older now. But this young group of Americans, Dookie Water, yeah, for sure, bro. They was so in a hurry to get Wilder, undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Before he even took his first loss, undefeated, knocking heads off. All they did was complain. Now, we about to be 15 years from what it seems like. That's what the damn itinerary looked like. 15 years without a U.S. heavyweight champ. I ain't talking about no freaking Reggie Belt. I'm not talking about no interim. I'm talking about legit title holder. Man, them joints about to goddamn buy a Airbnb, buy some property over across the pond. Them belts about to goddamn take up resident over there. Birth certificate, all that shit changed. They about to be citizens over across the pond. They try to come over to the U.S. now. That shit get them deported. No. No, we know what the sanctioning body is, but just per this division, per the laws, you wanted Deontay Wilder out of the sport. So you no longer have a heavyweight champion. So I don't know why you're trying to come back into the U.S. No. We don't need you. We don't need, but we're the sanctioning bodies. We're not the, it doesn't matter. The U.S. fans don't deserve it. Shout out to can somebody put in the chat who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Is it Xander? Is he still fighting? Somebody drop that in the chat. I appreciate you. You been said this about the heavyweight division and not appreciating Wilder. Yeah, they don't appreciate it, man. Now he's without a belt. He's much older. You know, time don't wait for nobody. Man, you know, he was giving us what we wanted to see, but they try to act like us coming off a hiatus, like we are now, that they're going to shit on Deontay Wilder when there wasn't a long line of U.S. heavyweight champion contenders to step up and fight. Now we just have absence. We have no powerhouses on deck when it comes to the heavyweight division. We have individuals just shitting on the U.S. as a whole when it comes to the heavyweight division. They always want to try to bring up Wilder's name. Well, you can talk about somebody else now. You know, they're going to say, hey, well, it's Jared Anderson out there, man. I get it. But I'm talking about somebody that's going to be in heavyweight contention sometime or another. Shout out to Andrew. I see you in the building. Andrew Charles on deck. What it do? It was just a KO. I think Xander next. Okay. They're not taking a fight because it wasn't enough. She could have got it from secondhand smoke. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. And from a swab test. We don't know if Papoose might have been in there. You know, no, he's a non-smoker. My bad, Papoose. I'm putting you in a situation that you can't account for, man. My bad, bro. My bad, man. I can't do that to you. Somebody, anybody might have been in the proximity. And, you know, them doing a swab, that might have been the case. But it wasn't Pez like Rick. I'm pretty sure she's going to try her damnedest. I'm telling you, Carissa's going to go after Rick. I can see it now. If it's indeed, you know, what they call libel, you know, defamation, you know, because I mean, that shit made its rounds, man, of her testing positive for Pez. That shit made the rounds. It wasn't a good look either. It wasn't a good look. But I might potentially be back on after, you know, the main event, hopefully. Because at the end of the day, we all been waiting on the main event. Seriously. Let's be honest. And for those of you that still out with your girl, it's going on 9 o'clock, and we about to go to the co-main event. I already told you what you shouldn't have done. If you still stuck out there, man, I'm going to give you one last hope for survival. All you have to do is say, hey, babe, I'm going to the car. She's going to be like, wow, we in the middle of eating. We waited here all this time. My stomach killing me. God damn, my stomach killing me. Seemed like I got a fever, all that. I'm just going to go wait in the car. And if your woman's a good woman, she going to say, God damn, it's cold out that motherfucker. You know, gas is expensive as shit. He going to have to goddamn run the motherfucking car with the damn heat on. Shit, man. You know, either two things going to happen. She going to be like, we got to go. Or she going to, hey, he'll be all right. He's strong. You know what I'm saying? He's strong. He'll be all right. She come out there an hour later, and y'all been married, you might want to ask for a divorce right there on the spot, man. You might want to goddamn go on Google and see if there's a motherfucking a judge that's up that he can goddamn do a non-contested right there, and y'all work everything else out later. If she come out there with it to go and say, baby, you all right? Let's get you home so we can get your stomach okay. And that's the one you should say, okay, you know what? I need to make sure I do it correctly on her birthday. I need to make sure she's well taken care of. because she's the one. You know what I'm saying? She's the one. That's the last resort right there, y'all. That's the last resort. Tell her your stomach hurting. She had no choice, man. Tell her your stomach hurting. Real talk. So you can get home just in time for Keyshawn's ring walk. That's where we at with it. By all means necessary, goddammit. By all means necessary. Because look, you know what as I do. On Valentine's Day, you can't be there at the table on your phone. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get to arguing with your girl on your phone and all this other shit. No. So I'll be back a little bit later, potentially, possibly. Y'all hold it down. I'm going to go watch this boxing. I'm out. Peace. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game, A-Side Official. I'm